croissant. Pixie! Ah! Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, Google, no. Google, no. Pixie. Pixie. Jesus Christ, captions. Help me, help me. Get out of here. Oh God, welcome in, Raiders. Hi, my name is Minna. I'm usually pretty wholesome, and usually my captions don't do me dirty like that. Not that dirty anyways. We grown tube stim around here sometimes too. I like to play a lot of cozy games, and I'm actually gonna share a lot of cozy games with you guys today. I wishlisted so many things while we were at PAX, so I've got so much to share. Oh, we're in an ad right now? I usually don't start while you guys are in ads. Oops. Oh, oh. Hopefully it's not affecting the Raiders. I'm so sorry if Raiders are stuck in ad hell right now. I like to try and get it over with during my starting soon screen. Let's look at your message. The phase sprouts are here to take root and get cozy. Remember self-care. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Pixie, if you guys haven't seen them, you know, let me give a shout out like the Twitch way. Yeah, I spelled it right. There we go. Pixie was a client of mine over VGen, and they have a very, very pretty design, and I had the honor of doing their little yippee. Thank you for the head pets. So if you came over from there, I had such a joy working on that, and I highly recommend you guys check them out. Yippee! Yeah, that one's mine. I love their 3D model too. It looks so well. I'm not entirely sure who the 3D model mama is, or papa, but they did such a good job. You guys... Sairi. I haven't even gotten to say hi to everyone yet today. Let's say hello to everybody who's grabbed their daily tea today. Starting off with Clover. Clover, congrats on getting first today. Welcome in. Maya. Hi, Maya. I miss you. I'm gonna see you this weekend. I'm so excited. Hi Mala, welcome in Buzz. Hi Flashcord. I hope to also bump into you if we can, but I know that you have a very big shoot. I'm excited to see how that one comes out. Clover is on a 7-stream streak right now. Poggers. Welcome in Surge. Hi Sairi. Hi Princess Paragon, how are you? I hope you are doing lovely today. I should probably see you this weekend too. So many homies in the chat right now. Hi Well, hi Brelyorn. And if I didn't say hello to you, it is probably because you didn't redeem a daily tea. So you should do that, silly. Grab your daily tea and I'll say hello to you. I would love to see you this weekend. I will be a... how do I like explain? I am someone who is in charge of like overseeing a lot of the cosplay meetups and stuff like that. And Clover is technically my boss. So nobody make me look like a dumb idiot in front of my boss here. My boss, who is on a 7-stream streak over here, and I think has the most firsts out of everyone. So is there really anything you guys could do to embarrass me more than I already do to myself? Probably not. Do you miss me yet? I miss you. We had such a good weekend. I can't wait to talk about everything. It is yap session day. Are you guys fucking ready for me to yap your fucking ears off today?
I'm ready!
Minna says they're ready. We have been watching the Husband Hotel series. We're slowly chipping away at it. And so I just got up from the couch to start up my computer and everything. Mala and Sairi are saying hi to you, Minna.
Hi!
Let's go down to the bottom of my wish list and we'll work our way backwards. I can tell you guys about all the cool shit I saw. Oh, this isn't in order. Camper van is not the most recent thing that I have put on the list. I am very excited for it, but that's not something we saw at PAX. Neither is loose leaf. Hello? Okay, I guess they're a little out of order. What the fuck? This is really out of order. Huh. I wonder why that happened. I will try to say everything that I put on my wish list, but hopefully it's not too messy. We also have Serge, Brel, and Clover saying hi to you, baby.
Hi!
So I guess I'll start off with the bottommost one that I recognize. Here, I can drop the link for you guys. Maya also says hi. Hi, Maya. Yes, we saw so many cool games. Yeah. So this one is Mary Bear. Should I share my screen with you guys? Can I make this big enough? Can I zoom in on the Steam browser? This is so small. But I don't like showing you guys my other monitor. How zoom in? How zoom in? It'll be fine. Here, let's go over to the other screen. I'll turn on captions here. Where are they? No. Yeah, did I go past it? Oh, there it is. Okay. And now we want to share on tour. This is Mary Bear. I will make one of these full screen. There we go. This is one that I actually didn't get to demo, but we saw business cards on a table that we were hanging out at, and it seemed really neat. The art style is very cute. It reads, a charming 2D platformer where you traverse through themed lands of giant fruit, TV dinners, spooky dollhouses, and your cozy, new frame cabin. Help Mary Bear find her mascot, neighbors, and maybe some chic furniture, in a delightful hand-drawn world influenced by mid-century illustration. So, it's a little bit of an adventure. Minna and I meant our fantasy spouses. You guys did. You guys got to go to the Larian booth, and their fantasy spouses, Sairi's is Astarion and Minna's is Karlak. And it's so cute. They took this photo together, but of course, like, Karlak is on Minna's side and Astarion's on Sairi's side, and they're both leaning away from each other to lean more towards their fantasy spouses, as we're calling them right now. It was subconsciously very intentional, if you ask me.
Conscious, but
Sairi, are you comfortable with us showing the picture off? Because Minna's thinking about dropping it into the Discord. So unintentional. Croissant on forever. Yeah, I kind of just take it off when I'm sick of looking at it. Okay. So I don't have too much to say about this one because it wasn't one that we like experienced ourselves. But it looks very cute, and if they like release a demo or some more stuff, I definitely want to keep an eye on them. Very cute. And in the Discord, croissant. Wait, did you send it to me directly instead of the? Okay, I thought you were gonna put it in the. I gotta make it bigger. There you guys go. There's Minna and Sairi with their spouses.
We're really so far away from each other.
Hi, Naram. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrates. I can't believe it didn't break me this time. I am hydrating with ginger ale today because I had spicy dinner. I didn't get to talk to you guys about dinner yet. I forgot it. I want to know what everybody is having for dinner. Already had whatever. What you're going to have. I want to know. But I had a fuck ton of curry, white rice, and chicken nuggets, and my tummy is full right now. It feels so good. I had a rough day at work. I've been putting in like a lot of extra steps and lifting things and stuff, so I needed food tonight. Brel says you guys are very cute with your spouses. Yeah, you guys are kind of real cute or something. Chicken terrazzini? Interesting. I don't think I've ever had that. I'm eating fries and chicken. That's pretty much what Minna had, but in a sandwich today.
Oh.
It looked very good. You made it look very good.
Can I tell them?
Sure.
For lunch today, I had made it was pita bread with chicken tenders, like the deep fried ones. And it had bacon bits or not bacon, like chopped bacon, and lettuce and chipotle mayo and onions and shredded cheese that was all cooked together like on the panini press. And it was really good.
You guys got to see Minna man the mech for a second there too while they were telling their story. Princess Paragon is having spaghetti! Yum! Sairi has loaded potato soup for early dinner and now eating banana cream pie ice cream. Yeah, that's a... Is that a dairy-free flavor, my dear? Red sauce pasta, like halfway between spaghetti and bolognese. That also sounds good. Creamy mushroom-based pasta for Nero. Nice. Banana cream pie ice cream sounds like it would be epic, actually. I'm not a banana person. But, oh, hi, honey. Your kiss shocked me. It kind of hurt.
Sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Brel had birria tacos. It's my favorite flavor, and the ice cream stand near my house finally has it again. And it is a dairy ice cream. I pray for you. Sounds like a pasta day for people. I had pasta for lunch. I had a tortellini pasta with like a rosé sauce, so it was like a mix between a white and a red sauce, and it had ham and peas, and the ham was spicy. And saying that combination, yes, it was a little scary, but they let me try a bite before I ordered, and I surprisingly liked it, so I had it, and it was yum. You don't have any lactate, or you didn't take any? Bruh. Ben & Jerry's has a churro flavor that slaps. I heard that a couple of the newer Ben & Jerry's lactose-free flavors are pretty good. Here is another game that we saw during the convention. We didn't get to demo this one, but it is one that we kind of watched somebody else demo a little bit, and it has a lot of like features from other games that kind of like are melding together and have this really interesting like combination that we're really excited to see. So you're like a detective of some sort, and I love these like detective puzzle games so much. I didn't realize that they had all of these like real actor footage stuff going on too. The very interesting like mix of medias. Here, let me read you guys the synopsis here. 5% of murder cases remain unsolved. It's time to open up these cases and confront the supernatural with forensic science. Solve cases by analyzing evidence and consulting them with specialists. Enter a world that artfully blends 2D illustration and real-life visuals. And it's coming soon. I think it's technically already released on some platforms strictly in Japanese. But it's got all sorts of language supports that are going to be ready for it. It's got a demo. So we can play the demo, and I'm thinking about maybe playing some of these demos that are available on stream sometime soon, so we can experience some of these games. As to list, right? Doesn't it look so interesting? I don't know if this would be one that I play on stream because it would be very narratively demanding. There would be a lot of reading involved. But, I don't know. Yapping for 2 hours versus actually, like, reading something out loud for 2 hours is a totally different experience. Magical Delicacy was one that I found on Sunday, and their booth was really, really cute. Minna actually posted a photo of it. If you guys check out Minna's Twitter, Minna went through the effort to kind of like live tweet our experience over the weekend for quite a bit of it. Let me grab that thread for you guys. So if you guys would like to go through some photos and all of that stuff, there you go. Everything working on my Twitch dashboard? What the heck? Yeah, okay. So quite a bit into the thread. Oh, I guess I did find it on Saturday? Maybe? Question mark? But they had like this fuzzy white carpet and it had extra padding. It was very soft and cozy. And they had these seats where they were like pretty, like you anticipate them to be like a rough seat to sit in. Make big. There we go. But it had a level of padding to it too, and it looked like a stump, like a tree stump. And when I started playing this, here, is there an earlier photo? You come to this new town, you dock into the port, and immediately you start getting immersed into this little city, and the people, it's kind of like a small city, so everybody already knows that you're there and they're just interested to meet you. And even like the mayor greets you and is like, here, you can stay here. And this is the little bakery that she gets to reside in. which is already like Kiki vibes immediately, but everybody is talking to you and commenting on your white hair and that how that's like specifically a characteristic of being a witch. So everybody knows that you're a witch. And very Spiritfarer-esque. Yes, it definitely had some Spiritfarer vibes. And then here's some of the cooking mechanics where you can make stuff. People will give you requests to make them things. A lot of different shopkeeps to hang out with. Things to forage for. You can have pets. Everyone knows you're an MC anime character, pretty much. Oh, and this girl is our roommate, but she is only here because she was squatting in the abandoned bakery before it got sold to us, and she was like, you're gonna have to deal with me living here because I am not moving again. So we're roommates. And it's just very pretty, but like what really drove it to being like, oh my god, this is like Kiki's delivery service, my heart, is the soundtrack for it. Oh my god, it is just gorgeous. Let me drop this one in chat for you guys. There is the Steam link if you would like to wishlist it, have access to it, etc. This one also has a demo available. And they're hoping to release sometime this year. So I'm very excited to watch this one. This one's probably like my number 2 most excited from like what I met at the con. Beat Slayer. This was one of the first indies that we saw all weekend at all. Minna stumbled into the booth because of the character having this fox-like ponytail, and just being really, like, absorbed into the booth and being like, ah, you must come over here, and Minna was like, we gotta go over there. And it is, very roguelike, but the gimmick with this one is...
My name is Minna.
Your name is Minna. Hi, Minna. The gimmick with this one is that there's a musical track playing the whole time, and when you're landing your hits and everything, you need to be keeping up with the beat. You need to stay on the beat in order to keep on landing your hits and everything. It was very fun to watch people play this one as well. Does this one have a demo? It does, because we didn't get to demo this one. This one seems like it would be fun to demo. Because I'm not really a roguelike player, but I did get a little bit of practice with Cuisinier. Except I put it on like ultimate baby settings and gave myself extra HP items so I could brave the storm a little better. I'll read this one off as well. Beat Slayer is a roguelike hack and slash game like no other. Instead of just being in the background, the music takes center stage. Join Mia, a badass music lover and crafty tinkerer, as she battles hordes of robots in a dystopian 90s inspired Berlin. There's only one rule: stay on the beat. This one's going to release April 4th. So that is a little over a week away now. That's 9 days away. So if you guys want to experience like a newer game very soon, this one might be your one. The demo at PAX was a lot more fleshed out than they said it was on Steam. Probably because it's about to be out, they probably had a a more fleshed out version to bring to the convention. Looks like Crypta the Necro Dancer. Ooh. I chatted with a 3D modeler for the main character. The company is located in Berlin, Germany. Ah. I did overhear some of that conversation, but I didn't realize that's where they were based out of. They're really nice. He was really flattered with how much I complimented his design. It's a very fun one, for sure. That comes out right before my birthday. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's on the 6th. Just say it. Oh, this is one that we kind of wish listed on a whim too. Wait, is this the one I was thinking of? Is this something that I saw at PAX? Yeah, I guess it was because of the announcement. Here, we're gonna make this bigger. Oh, I remember this one now. Now that I see like the cityscape. Let's back it up a little bit then. We did not demo this one either. Let's actually play the video. You guys won't get the sound, but we'll get to like see it actually move a little bit. Because I think that's what really got us on board. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't realize that there was a matching game involved. I love matching games. This is selling me on the game even more. But it almost had a little bit of a Fire Emblem feel to it. Yeah, in this sense. The way that the world like builds as you make it onto the next tile and stuff like that felt so unique and beautiful. And I know there's a lot of games that style themselves in this similar format of Fire Emblem, and they certainly weren't the first ones to do it. So I'm sorry for my lack of better comparison. I'm sure there's another game that could make it feel a little bit closer. But this one just looked so cute. The design is really well done. It really has that JRPG vibe. Yeah. Also, hi Taco, welcome in. We're talking about the games that I saw at PAX. So there's some indie new releases coming out. Let me drop the link for this one. And I'll read off its description as well. Crafting meets puzzles meets battle meets RPG. A game system that evokes a new game genre that will give you a brand new experience. Become the restorer who aims to save the world by finding solutions in the great division and fragmentation of the world's... Does it go more in depth in here? Yeah, it does, but like it doesn't go off of the same blurb. There's a lot to it. You guys can read all about it in that link that I sent for the stuff. There's a demo for it as well. It does not have a release date yet though. Lux, how old will you be for your birthday this year? Do I have to come to terms with my age this year? Do I? You know, funny enough, sometimes I have to do math to double check my age now because I simply do not give a shit anymore. I know how old I'll be. I'm not sure if we're celebrating human years or kitsune years. 270 kitsune years, if you pick up what I'm throwing down. It's okay, we're the same age, you're not alone. I know I'm not alone here. I know a lot of you guys are around the same age, so I'm not feeling like, ooh, this is weird, I'm old. It is just like you asking me and going, oh, how old am I this year? I don't even know. I'm baby. Well, aren't you lucky, little baby taco? But there's so many games at PAX that it's like I simply do not have time to demo all of the stuff here. I'm really flattered that you are offering to let me demo, but unless that I can pick up the controller right now and play for like 5 minutes, I am not waiting in line for a demo. I will watch over someone's shoulder. I love watching other people play games, and I can kind of experience it that way. I will consume it this way, and then I will move on. Because if I waited in every line, I would not have enough time to discover all of the other ones, and plus, every one that I've shown you so far has had a demo available so I can play it on my own time. I have to do math every time I forget. If you consider 24 a baby. No, you're not a baby. Your brain is nearly fully developed. Though I have recently been convinced that my brain isn't almost fully developed. Because it's supposed to at 25, but with certain mental struggles, you develop a little bit slower, and I think I fall into that category just a little bit, but you know, I'm pretty much there. Hope you don't consider 24 a baby, that'd be weird. Yeah, but if I consider 24 a baby and I want to have a baby, I think that would be a lot more manageable in my life right now to have a 24-year-old child rather than an infant that needs me to take care of them. Def gonna do the demo for Tokyo Psychodemic, right? I definitely want to demo that one. This one might be one that I play in my free time. I am noticing a lack of my most anticipated game that I saw over the weekend, but that's okay, we'll fix it in a minute because I remember their name. It makes me wonder if I am missing any others, but let's move on to Botany Manor. Oh, I remember this one. Okay, let's make this full screen. So, Minna and I were walking around. I think Sairi might have also been with us at this time, but we just like stumbled into this booth that had people demoing it, and we just wanted to watch for a second because it had a cool name. And we were looking and watching. Oh, Sairi was with us. And we were like, imagine how well this would translate to VR, and then you can just go to your little fantasy garden world while you're in VR and get to grow your own plants. And it looks so cute. I know very little about the gameplay. My brain did not conceptualize it that much, but the aesthetics are so good. This is so pretty. Just so pretty. Let me drop you guys the link for this one. I think I heard about this one. Well, why are these ... dots? I have this as big as I possibly could. So this synopsis gets cut off, unfortunately, but welcome to Botany Manor, a stately home in the 19th century England. You play as an inhabitant, Arabella Green, a retired botanist. Explore your house and gardens filled with research to figure out the ideal habitat of forgotten flora. Grow each plant to discover the mysterious qualities they hold. Oh, that is an ellipsis with purpose. You get to solve puzzles in the Botany Manor, come into shape of growing plants, find seeds, pot them, carry your seedlings to the right environment. When your plants grow fussy and are finding their ideal habitat will sometimes require you to think outside the box. Oh, I love puzzles. I love the way they make my brain feel. Also has a demo available. But it's planned to release on April 9th. That's also right after my birthday. Look at all these birthday presents the game devs made for me. I could see myself buying this one pretty much right out the gate, honestly. This seems like a really fun one to do on stream. Puzzles 2. Oh, this is my game. See? I know you guys. You guys like hanging out with me for a reason. I have this niche with these cozy little indie games, and it's really hard to call them anything other than that because they're like, oh, you can't just say cozy, you can't just keep saying that because it's too vague, you gotta have your niche. And it's like, yeah, well, I don't. My niche is that there are a lot of cozy things and I enjoy all of them, even when they're like a little bit creepy crime solver versus cute plant thing solve puzzle. I do all of it, okay? We play Phasmo during October. Mad Father is strangely cozy. I think I have to agree with you on that, unfortunately, because it doesn't feel like it should be, but it is an oddly cozy game just because of the perspective of the MC, I think. Because of her and like her wholesomeness and like need to be protected, and I don't know. You're kind of right about that. And just RPG Maker games in general kind of give a little bit of that vibe, whether they like it or not. I gave you guys that one. Oh, I really hope I'm not missing other ones. Oh, this was one that we saw. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to share this one with you guys. Look at the style on this game. This game is called Dustborn, and it's got a little bit of like Telltale games meets oh, what was it that we were saying, Minna? I think Sairi actually said it. Meets Borderlands. Yes! It's got a little bit of that grunginess to the lines that Borderlands has, and a little bit of the fashion aesthetic of it. But the storytelling feels very Telltale. And this was a really fun one to watch other people play, and their booth was just kind of gorgeous in general. They had a really well thought out plan. Also, I'm sorry, I missed Holly and Karos having their daily teas. Welcome in, you two. So glad to have you. Sorry, I am so engrossed in these games right now and sharing them with you guys. Except that one I played at PAX, didn't like the RPG Maker. Oh, yeah, that one was a little bit advanced for RPG Maker, if you ask me. But yeah, the camera needed a little bit of work on it. Also, hi, Billy. Welcome in. I feel like... Thank you for grabbing your daily tea. I feel like some of the combat mechanics are a remnant of infamous Second Son. Westbourne. So this one has a release date. They're going to release over the summer, August 20th. It's very exciting. They don't have a demo. Oh no! Ah, that makes me regret not demoing it just a little bit. But I can wait until the 20th, I think. Because I think it's going to be one for people to like keep an eye out for. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think they said it was fully voiced. Full audio in English. Let's go. Because if story games are going to do all the talking for me, then I can play them. I don't do well reading for long periods of time. I have to go shower now, but it was so nice to drop in. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you for dropping in. I hope you have a wonderful shower. I know it can make like a big difference on how you feel for like the rest of the night. You have a good shower. I'm a little surprised that it's saying that it's similar to Stray. That is an interesting choice. I guess maybe a bit in storytelling. Is this one that I've just had from TikTok? Yeah, this one's not a PAX East one. And I think that's it. I don't know why my wish list got so out of sorts. Because I'm very excited for Loose Leaf and Camper Van, but neither of them were at PAX, question mark? Yeah, I would have been really pissed if Camper Van was there and I didn't notice. I would have been pissed. This one too, but a little less so. But the one that I really want to show you guys, and I can't believe it's not on the list, is Snacko! Oh my god, you guys have no idea! My button must not have loaded fully while I was at the convention center. It is currently in early access, so you can play this game right now. They even have a bundle. Oh, this is the soundtrack. Okay. Here's how it looks. It has this really fun mix of like 2D pixel meets 3D cozy, where it almost feels a little bit like Animal Crossing meets your RPG Maker games. It's just so cute. We got to play a little bit of the demo that they were letting people play at the convention. We actually talked to one of the devs and she gave us her personal Steam Deck to play it off of, and she was so sweet and was showing us how to play everything, and we were riding around in the little car. I didn't realize there were so many different environments already though. This is incredible. I didn't think that there was much else being early access, but this looks like there's quite a few hours that I could log in. Is that Buff Pup? Was that Buff Pup? Wait. Back this up. There. That's Buff Pup. What the heck? Oh, can we talk about one more? Oh, yeah. We can talk about Mighty Yell's game. Oh, I'm so excited to play this game. You guys have no idea. They just like ate my heart as soon as I laid eyes on them. They had all of these cute little... Yeah, I'll call you in a second so we can talk about the big con. Snacko was just so cute. And I can play it now! This might become like my new obsession, like Cuisinier did, to be honest. Croissant! Resist the urge to eat the cats? Okay, buddy. I made this one? Oh, Bailey, you made this one? That's so pog of you, dude. Why weren't you at the con? Too busy doing CEO stuff, probably. Oh, we got to try out the fishing mechanic. And it was actually pretty good. So, very happy with it. Oh, I want to play now. Okay, second. And now we're gonna talk about... Oh, wait, I gotta drop you guys this link. There you go. There is Snacko. Oh, we can read the description too, like I have for literally everyone else. Set out for a new life from the city to rebuild... Let me start that one over. Set out for a new life away from the city to rebuild a town from scratch. Decorate, collect, produce, and befriend in this cat-evading sim life. Life sim. Same difference. I did it. Oh, it was... Yeah. I want to play so bad. Okay, we're gonna call Minna. And I'm gonna pull up... There's them again. This call. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the big con.
Yeah.
Because Minna got to go to their booth and has already played the game quite a bit. You played it on stream, right?
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I played a lot of it on stream.
Okay. Oh, I don't have your reactive. There you are. What do you want to say about the big con, Bibi?
The developers were so sweet.
Yeah.
So the big con it's a really unique game. It's a really funny game. Where first of all, the style of this game, as you can see on the screen right now, is really unique. Like it's not like any other game that I've really played before for the style alone. It's so much fun. And essentially the storyline is you are I can't remember the main character's name off the top of my head right now and I feel bad. But you are the main character and she is works in her mother's VHS store. Shut up, Bailey. She works in her mother's she works in her mother's VHS store. Yeah, Erica Ishii, that's right. And they've kind of like she's a single mom. They've kind of been like doing it together like their whole lives, like going through her being a single mom and her being the child of a single mom, and they've kind of just love each other, rely on each other. But her mom wants her to have a better life than what she had, and she wants her to get out of the town. So she's going to be going to band camp for the summer, and actually band camp and how proficient she is at band has gotten her like a scholarship or an opportunity at least to go to this big university that her mom wants her to go to. But she doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to go to the university. But her mom's like, you're going, that's final. The daughter's like, well, how are you even going to pay for this? And she's like, I got it covered. Turns out her mom has been dealing with loan sharks. And right before she's being sent to band camp, she sees these loan sharks come in and be like, hey, where's our money? Like, you better start paying up or else bad things are going to happen. And her mom's just trying to get her sent away to, like, you know, she'll resolve it however she wants to resolve it, but she doesn't want her daughter to be there to kind of witness anything. But of course, the daughter's like, I have to stop this. And so she starts talking to people and finds this one other guy who's like, hey, you want money? How about you try stealing money? I am going to pull off a big con. You should come with me. So you start learning how to steal.
Right.
And going through, traveling to steal more and more and more. And it's such an interesting story where I haven't finished the game yet, but you can tell that this is gonna like hopefully tell like that this is gonna hopefully finish in a way of like we're gonna realize that stealing is bad and the power of friendship and family is gonna come together. But maybe it won't. And really, it's just a funny 80s to 90s like game that just is so enjoyable, and you feel for the main character, and you're also at the same time going, you are making the worst choices, but also I understand why. Like,
Right.
it's crazy. So it's such a good game. And when we went to the table, I saw them and I'm like, oh my god, no way. So I go up to them and I'm just like, hi, I love your game. I played it on stream and I really love it. And you know, I basically told them the same thing that I just told you guys of like, it's not a game that I've ever played before, and it's so funny and it's enjoyable, and thank you for making such an awesome game. And there was like 3 people at that booth, and I think those could have been like some of the few developers there. I'm not sure how big their team is. And they just were so over the moon of how like much I was praising this game and so sweet. Oh my gosh, they like we couldn't get enough of talking to each other. They had the coolest table set up where they had little ramps that they had that had tech decks on top of them so you could play with tech decks. And they had like VHS bundles where you get like a random VHS tape and a copy to the game and like some stickers. And like a whole bunch of other stuff where it was like their whole booth was on brand. And they were just so sweet. So I got a shirt from them. That's a really awesome shirt. It's like has the art of the main character and it says like Grifter on it. And it's really good. And then the next day I came back wearing that shirt. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're wearing our shirt." I'm like, "I just got it yesterday. I love this shirt." They're like, "We love it too." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna play much more of this on stream. So I think I'd really like to play it on my PlayStation. Do you guys have any PlayStation copies? And they said, yeah, we do. So I was like, okay, how much is it? And I was kind of thinking about it for a second. And before I could say, okay, I'll take it, they said, well, it's Sunday, so we were going to discount the price anyways. And you bought a shirt from us yesterday, so we'll give it to you for 10. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. And they gave me some free stickers and everything as well. They were the sweetest and appreciative and immediately went way up the list of some of like the best developers I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like, just such a good experience where I felt like a valued person of their community. And I was talking about this, sorry, I'm kind of going on a tangent. But I was talking about this to Lux at the con. I'm like, we were talking about how there's not really any AAA games at the convention anymore, which is kind of sucky. And I was like saying, it just feels like they don't care about us as a community anymore. Like, I understand that things are more expensive now, and then it might be harder to come out, but also at the same time, like for some of these AAA companies, this is more like a drop in the bucket to go and show your community how much you appreciate them, and do free little goodies and also just like promote. And a lot of them just aren't doing it anymore, anywhere. Not just like PAX East, but like anywhere. They're just not coming out for it. And to have these indie developers still come out and like obviously they need to promote their game, but also they've made a really successful game. But for them to just still come out and show so much appreciation, like I wish that more companies started doing that again, because things have changed so much, and I miss when you could talk to a AAA company and like be able to feel appreciated by them.
Right.
And that's what I think also made the Larian booth so special, is you could tell how much they appreciated having you there. They put so much love and work into their booth, and they hired on cosplayers to be some of their official characters that you could do photos with. They didn't have to do that. They had setups for being able to play the game, demo it. They had stuff for their Divinity board game. And then they had a merch table. And, some people at the merch table, they were just like volunteering their time, and I had some questions and they didn't know like what I was talking about. But they brought out another guy who I was asking about the console release, because I pre-ordered the console deluxe edition, and there was like a delay. But she brought him out and we were talking, and he just was like smiling the whole time as I was like, oh, I'm trying to ask about the console. Like, I'm really waiting for that to come in. And he seemed really excited that I pre-ordered it. And I'm like, I'm so excited to get my copy. And we just had like a small, nice little conversation. And he was really sweet. And I felt appreciated. Like,
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Larian showed it, and Mighty Yell showed it, and plenty of other indie developers showed like their appreciation to the people that came out to check out their games and show their love. And I just really love that, and I really wish more companies started doing that again. And that's all I gotta say about that, folks.
Good job, honey. Thank you for sharing. Look at how cute you are with Karlak. The Karlak cosplayer, I have both of their handles, but I know the Karlak cosplayer. Can I shout out the Karlak cosplayer? Alright.
It's Autumn Ivy. And she actually has a whole lot of information on her profile about not just her Carlac cosplay, though that's what she's prominently known for right now. She's done a lot of other cosplays, but she's like a very motivational person. She uplifts people. She sometimes does Twitch streams, but she also like runs a whole rescue farm with her partner, and she just has like a lot of good things to say. So I would really recommend that. She's not just fun to follow for cosplay, but also she always like, I've been following her for only a few days now, and I feel like whenever she shares something, I'm like, oh wow, that's like really motivational. So that's nice. That's awesome.
I
Meow.
just put Snacko to the top of my wish list.
Top of the wish list.
I think that's the only one that we kind of like hung out and well, with the exception of the big con, because it was a game that you owned prior to the convention. Like, that is the Snacko is the only one that actually has a form of a release available to us out of all of the indies we checked out. Sag, I can't wait for all of these. And there's so many that were on my wish list from last year.
Oh, you know, it still breaks my heart. From like 2020, there was a game that I was anticipating coming out that I think they've just fully abandoned it at this point, which is really sad. What was it? I think it was Chromatos.
Right. We got to see them before everything got shut down.
Yeah, they still have it as coming soon, but it was 2020 when they were talking about it.
Right.
And there was so much going on for this game, and it looked so exciting. It's actually still on Steam if you wanted to show it off at all. Let me see if the developers have said anything. Yeah, that one. Like really, really pretty. It's a visual novel. That really is like decisions are very important in this world.
Just such a fun cast of characters in general.
Yeah, it looks like they fully funded it on Kickstarter.
How long ago was that?
Well, let's see. It looks like there was an early bird digital download, estimated delivery April of 2021. Last updated August 4th of 2023. Let's see this update. Just reading, sorry.
Oh, you're okay. I'm flipping through the photos and stuff. Here, I do my fun reading thing. Chromatos is described as an indie visual novel roleplay game with an emphasis on meaningful decisions, character relationships, and a compelling overarching story. Escape the collective nightmare in 12 hours or never wake up.
So it looks like they had a game called Sucker for Love, which is available on Steam.
I think I've heard of that one.
That one looks like it was still being worked on and kind of took priority.
I think I also saw them at PAX one year.
It looks like they did get that one out.
Date Cthulhu Sim. Yeah. Yeah, this one appears to be fully out right now. Yeah, I can buy it. Apparently it's similar to Needy Streamer Overdose.
I'm trying to find out exactly. Sounds like she's just talking about the developer. Sounds like it might be more so like almost a one-person team. But talking about how Sucker for Love was in front for shipping. And saying like I honestly thought I'd be done with Sucker for Love by now. But that was in 2023, even though the game came out in 2022, so I wonder if they were dealing with like physical release problems.
Potentially. Or even just like the need for fixes because the game was kind of inoperable or something.
Yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, so it looks like it's still being worked on, which is awesome. At least from the last update in August of last year. So hopefully at some point we get some information about it, because I was really excited when we went to PAX in 2020 about this.
Right. That's exciting. That's not like fully abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out with plush for some of the characters and everything. I can't imagine how insane that is to juggle as a small team.
They do have a demo for Chromatos. I thought that for a second that they had deleted the demo because I couldn't find it, but I found it now.
Oh yeah, it's just a separate listing.
Yeah. But yeah.
Here, I stick them on. Gotta give them the love so they know we still want it. So I dropped the Chromatos link in the stuff. Soundtrack is so pretty. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I have something stuck in my throat.
Probably rice.
Probably.
Anyways, I feel like I have now run out of my PAX journey.
Well, I guess to keep you here just a little bit longer, do you want to talk about your Sunday adventures with me?
I can do that. I don't want to say anything without you giving me permission.
No, I posted about it during, like when I announced my weekly schedule. I was like, come find out how I got sick at PAX. And if you guys didn't notice, I don't sound sick, huh? Even though it was just a couple days ago. Weird. Yeah, I didn't get COVID or anything like that. At least not yet, I don't think.
Don't say that. So I guess yeah, Mana got sick at the convention.
We were having a really good day. In fact, a lot of these indies that are on my list are because of Sunday morning. We had a really good time Sunday morning getting there early and everything, and getting to hit up all the booths that we weren't able to. And we like snuck to the back first, so we were looking at the things that were less crowded because everyone was congested at the front. We were having a really good day.
I got blood dice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got in, and one of the things that Mana got is, so they have at PAX, they have food trucks inside and outside now, where I think a lot of the time they only had the food trucks outside. They now have them inside as well. And so Sairi and I got some boba teas. I got an extra one for Mana.
It was really good. I loved the strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk made with oat milk because
yes.
I didn't want my baby getting sick.
Understandably.
And while we were getting the bobas, Mana was picking up some bao buns. And these bao buns, they tasted good.
They weren't as flavorful as I was hoping.
They were not. They could have been more flavorful. However, we are like 95-ish% certain that these were the problem. Of Minna getting sick.
I'm starting to actually put dots together on something else.
Oh, okay.
And it's only happening just right this second, but I wonder if it could be oat milk. Which doesn't completely make sense because I can have oatmeal no problem, but I wonder if there's like some extra compound in oat milk that my body doesn't like. Because that day with my sister when we got sandwiches, I wouldn't be surprised if we went to the little coffee shop and got something made with oat milk. I can't remember, but I could have. And I definitely had an espresso drink when I got sick on Black Friday, and 99% sure I would have had that fucker made with oat milk. I can't have espresso without it.
You did have it made with oat milk because I remember you going, they must have given me regular milk the whole time.
Right. And then I had oat milk, like a lot of oat milk at the con.
Uh-oh.
What if it's oat milk?
Well,
it tastes so good and it's better for me.
Well, we don't know it for sure yet. Let's not panic. But, okay, cool.
Some oat milk brands use certain stabilizers and whatnot to make them more appealing to drink. I wonder if it's something like that. But you can go on.
So we had like some bao buns, which were all right. Some boba, and then we went around shopping for a little bit, and eventually we got hungry again. So we went out to the food trucks outside and looked around, and the only food trucks that looked like really interesting to me was this mac and cheese food truck. And Mana and I each got our own thing of mac and cheese. We really could have shared.
It didn't look like we could have shared until we popped open the lid.
Yeah, but we both got classic mac and cheeses. And may I say, first of all, let me do a little hair flip. You can't see it, but I'm flipping my hair. Because when I went to order, everybody else was like, can I have a... They were trying to hurry up the line, and one of the guys looks at me and he kind of points, and I put up my fingers and I go, 2 classics, please. And he gave me a huge smile, and he's like, that one knows what they're doing. And I was like, that's right, I know what I'm doing.
Sairi says their bulgogi bowl that they had was really good.
I was very jealous of it.
I probably should have gone with something with a few more vegetables in it.
But Mana only had like 2 bites of that. I had like half of it. But Mana only had like 2 bites, and then quickly realized I don't want to eat any more of this. And I don't want to throw away like the $11 or whatever of mac and cheese that we just got per each. So, like,
right?
You know.
Yeah. No, it was expensive.
And we can eat it later. So we need a bag. And Mana was like, oh, I'll go to Cookie Brigade and see if they have a bag. Cookie Brigade did not have a bag. But Mana went alone. And Mana texted me, they don't have bags. But Tea Turtle has bags. And I want to get
they were like right next to it. And it was like, okay, I can still do this. I got this.
So Mana gets a bag. And comes back. And as Mana's walking up to where we're sitting, she kind of looks like a little bit pale. And I'm like,
it was literally okay. So I'm gonna tell part of my story because you weren't here with me while I was like searching for this bag. I got into a line for Tea Turtle being like, people are just here in line because they know what they want. They're gonna check out. The line takes longer than I anticipated, but I pretty much know what I want. So when I get up there and I can talk to a person, I just ask a couple of questions about like how sizes run, and they show me a size chart, which was great. the expansion pack that I bought for my dad as a gift, he already owns, so that's great.
Oh, no.
But I've kind of been thinking about owning the game or maybe gifting the game to Serge or something, so we have more board games to play with the friendos down here. So it's fine. I will keep it. It's fine. I'll find a use for it somehow. And I got myself a pin and a t-shirt. Because they were Kitsune themed and it was really cute.
It's a very cute t-shirt.
And I was like, fuck yeah, I secured the bag and I start walking out. It's not that far from the exit. None of this is. So I go down a little bit of the way for Cookie Brigade, double back for T-Turtle. T-Turtle's pretty much in the exit. So I'm leaving. And as soon as I get through the door into the hallway where there's like security and people getting let in, so it's a little bit of a colder hallway, that cold air hits me and I immediately feel sick. So I make it back to Minna and I was like, I just need to sit down. I'm probably not hydrated enough or something. I just need to calm down for a second.
And you had let me know. I was like, what's wrong? As soon as you sat down. And you go, I just had the worst burp. I was like, oh no, no. Because in my head, you say that. I'm looking at you and I'm like, she's going to throw up. Damn it. Because we've been through our fair share of rodeos now with you being sick and me taking care of you. And not that I mind it. However, I would like to say that now makes me an expert on this. So if I say you're gonna throw up, I know you're gonna throw up.
Yeah, you're like 3 for 3 right now.
At least. I also got very good at it when you were with kidney stone problems. So
yes, this is also true. I forgot that I threw up a lot during that time. Yes. So more than 3 times.
I'm very experienced at this point in the way of the kitsune puke, the kitsune yak, if you may.
I have yacked so much in these last 2 years.
I am a professional. I've graduated from Harvard with kitsune yakonomics.
Yakonomics.
So she sits down. She's like, "Oh, like water, blah blah blah." And I went, "Okay, I don't have water. You want some Snapple tea?"
Well, at first that helped because the taste of my mouth was like so rancid from that burp and it was not getting any better. So just like taking teeny tiny sips of the tea like was a relief because it didn't taste like that anymore.
So, you know, I start bagging up our mac and cheeses
because I came back with the bag.
You came back with the bag. Wonderful. And yeah, I start bagging it up and I'm staring at Mana the whole time. I'm like bagging it up. I'm not even looking at what I'm doing. I'm just staring at Mana as I'm bagging it up. Like, okay, I'm watching you.
You were staring at me so intensely. I had to be like, I'm okay. It's fine. Where it's like, sure, I'm not like okay, but I'm okay enough that you can like blink, okay?
You weren't, but
you could blink though.
So I'm like analyzing this whole situation. You know, Pythagorean theorem is going through my head, and I am assessing the situation. And I go, "Can I go get an enforcer for you?"
It was really hard for me to agree to that.
You at first were like, "No," and I was like, "Okay." But I should go get an enforcer. And I kind of weaseled it out of you of like, I need to go talk to somebody. And you were like, where are you going to go? I'm like, I'm going to go find an enforcer. And I'm also going to ask them about med bay. Just to see if they can like check you out here. And is there anything that you need? Like, I'm going to go get you water. And you were like, can I have gum? I want gum.
No, immediately when you were like, I'm gonna go get help, I'm gonna ask people for help and to like give you things, I'm like, give me gum, I need gum. I still have some of it here on my table.
So I went, okay, that's cool. So I start walking around. I'm like, I'll be back. Don't worry. And I look at Sairi. I walk over and I'm like, don't let her out of your sight. But if she runs to the bathroom, text me. And so then I start going upstairs. I walk around on the first floor. No enforcers. I'm like, cool. I go up a floor. Start going a little bit down a hallway. And I'm like, I don't see anybody. So I go to the third floor.
Oh my god.
I find this one guy who
I didn't realize you went all the way up to the third floor.
Yeah, no, see, this is important.
I'm excited to hear this part of the story now.
I go to the third floor and there's like a whole group of enforcers because I think they're helping out with panel room stuff. And I find one of them and he's kind of like looks like he's on a mission. I'm like, "Hey, I got to intercept you." Hi.
I have a bigger emergency. Excuse me.
I came up to him and I'm like, "Hi, I need an enforcer," to like kind of tell him the gravity of the situation. And he immediately was like, "Okay, what's up?" And I said, "My friend." And then I went, "My fiance, I mean, she's not my friend." My fiance is not feeling well. She's looking really pale and a little bit clammy. I'm afraid that she's gonna throw up. We just finished like eating a little bit of food and she's just looking clammy. I'm afraid that she might throw up, and I was just hoping if you guys maybe had some gum, if you could help me get some water, and if there's any way that we might be able to have medbay look at her. And he was like, "Okay, well, we're actually right next to the headquarters for enforcers, so let's walk over there first so I can grab some water with you." So he goes over and he accidentally grabs like a few cups. So he's like, "You know what? We're gonna do 2 cups of water. It's fine." And I was like, "Cool, thanks." And then we start walking down. We grab the 2 cups and we immediately start going down the escalators. And then as we're walking down, I'm like, "Hey, so how's your year as an enforcer going?"
Making great small talk as you do. You're very good at it.
And he's like, "Oh, it's going great. I do this for East. I do it for West. I really enjoy it. Blah blah blah." We're just talking about the benefits. And he's like, "How's attending this year going?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, other than the current situation, it's great." Like,
yeah, no, we had a fantastic weekend up until that point.
And so we're kind of just chatting, and we get there, and I'm like, "Okay, you see that girl over there that's like fully decked out in the purple? Yeah, right next to her is my fiance."
Oh, I was like, "I'm not wearing purple, huh?"
No. In case anybody wanted to know, Sairi's
Our
favorite
very
color
purple
is lilac
friend
purple.
over there. The one next to her.
So we go over and we drop off the water, and I give it to Mana, and Mana starts drinking a little bit of the water, and he kind of like starts talking to Mana a little bit of like, "How you doing? What's going on?" I explained to him like she is lactose intolerant, but had only like 2 bites of mac and cheese, and it typically doesn't react this badly. I'd also given him like kind of like a half medical history already. I'm very good at that. And so he was like, "Okay, well, do you have any breathing problems? What's going on?" And you're like, No. And so as we're talking, I'm like, "Honestly, she just really needs some gum. Do you happen to have any?" He said, "No, let me message some people." And he messaged people. Then we kind of had to talk Mana into letting someone from the med bay kind of come and see him. We could either walk to the med bay, I think, or no, he was just gonna get someone, right?
Yeah, I think he was like, "Let me go get someone," and I think he probably already had this up his sleeve without being like, "We're gonna take you away in a wheelchair."
Yeah.
Because I think he was going to let me walk, and like they would just wheel the wheelchair next to me as I make my way. But he didn't outright say like, "We'll get you a wheelchair." He was just like, "I'm gonna go get someone. I'll be right back."
So we had to let Mana agree to that, and so she did finally. And then as we're sitting there waiting for the enforcer to get back, I just see Mana go from pale to pale. And I went, "Okay." And then you just start seeing like her forehead start to get shiny. And I'm like, "Okay."
No.
And then she starts going, And I'm like, okay, honey, do you need to go to the bathroom? And you look at me and like you're looking at me for a second and go, yeah.
No, like I knew as I was taking those breaths that I needed to, but I needed those breaths in order to fucking keep my shit together. Because if I had answered you like immediately as those words came out of your mouth, I wouldn't have fucking held it together. I was just like doing these deep breaths and like letting the question linger for a second. And I was like, yes, we do need to do that. I can move now.
So I say, you start going, I'm right behind you. Mana gets up and starts walking. I whip around to Sairi and I go, hey. Here's all the stuff. I'm leaving it right here. The enforcer is going to be back with someone from the med bay, as you know already. Please keep an eye out for them. If you see them, wave them down. Let them know that we're
contributing in the chat. I stayed.
Wave them down. Let them know that we've gone to the bathroom if we're not back already. I said she's gonna puke, so I'm gonna go be with her. I kept my like purple bag on. I kept like the lighter stuff with Sairi, so she didn't have to carry too much. And I was like, just wave them down. Keep me updated. Text me. Let me know as soon as you see them, and still try and wave them down. And so Sairi says, okay, first of all, Sairi, true MVP. Hasn't had to be through any of this before.
You were
and
so sweet the whole time.
You're
such a blessing.
But as soon as I'm done doing that quick, like, I turn on my heel and I go straight behind Mana, and I'm walking right behind her. And then we're probably like 20 feet from the bathroom as she's power walking, and I see her put her hand up to her mouth, but not like over it, but like she put her finger under her nose, like flat, almost as if you're trying to like block out a smell for a second. And she does this, and then like fucking gears up and even faster into the bathroom, like, all right, let's go.
Well, there was a moment, so we're going down the hallway and there's all these ropes, so I can't like make a proper beeline. I have to make this like L shape to get into the bathrooms. And so I'm going down that long portion of the L, and then there's this big pillar, and as I'm like crossing this barrier of the pillar to like make my turn towards the bathroom, I had to slow down for a second because I was like going too fast. I'm like, I'm giving myself motion sickness. I gotta cut it out. I gotta be a little more careful. And that's when I'm like raising my hand to my face and everything. And then I feel like a little bit more control, and I'm like, I can't hold this much fucking longer. I gotta book it.
And that's exactly what you do. You book it into the bathroom, and as she's going into the bathroom,
I almost mowed down this lovely woman.
who's coming out of, whatever, doing her own thing, going to the sinks, and she immediately goes in, can't even have time to lock the door. Sorry, babe, just gotta retell it how it is, and immediately
yeah.
And luckily I'm right behind you, where the door slams behind you, and before it can open back up, I grab it and hold it against the thing so it won't open again.
Right.
And I'm just kind of standing there holding it, hand on my other hip, going like, okay, I just like do a little, I'm here. And then the girl that you almost mowed over, washing her hands, turns and looks at me and has like the biggest, widest eyes, but not in like fear, but just in pure empathy, and goes, oh, poor girl. And then says like, good luck, and leaves. But all the empathy in the world, did not care that you almost mowed her over. Like,
I wanted to like let out an excuse me or sorry in that moment, but I fucking couldn't. I could not.
So I stuck with Mana for, the whole time, and eventually we're feeling a little bit better, and also at the same time, that's when the enforcer came over, with someone from the med staff, and Sairi had texted me, and I met them halfway and was like, hey, they're coming to the bathroom right now. And I'm like, okay. And then I said, like, do you need me to come out? And she said, yeah. So we come out.
I kind of made perfect timing. I had gotten myself back together at about the same time. I needed an extra second, but not like so much that I was inconveniencing anyone.
And so when we go out, there's a lovely gentleman there who has a wheelchair. And we're kind of like chatting. He's doing a wonderful time assessing the damage, and being like, okay, give me your medical history, which you do, and talking about like, how's your breathing, how's, do you feel like you're gonna faint, blah blah blah. He has a wheelchair, and he says, okay, we're gonna go to the medbay area. Do you want to be in the wheelchair or do you want to walk? And Mana looks like she's about to go, I'll walk, and I'm just glaring at her, and I go, get in the wheelchair. You need to get in the wheelchair.
No, it was this process of like swallowing my pride and saying yes, because I knew I had to say yes when he asked, because I knew I wasn't going to make it walking. But also I had no idea like how far it was. I was kind of assuming that it was within the same distance that you had left and come back, because it feels like they didn't really take that much time to get to us. But yeah, when I was in the wheelchair and he was actually taking us over, I was like, oh, thank God, this is so much further than I thought it was. Like, I would not have made it.
I had the leg strength of a god trying to keep up with this man who was wheeling you down the hallways. I'm trying to keep right behind him the whole time. And I see Sairi like 10 feet down the hallway trying to keep up, and I'm like, oh boy.
My boy. Father, help.
And the med staff did a wonderful job keeping your vitals in mind, and looking out for you, and we had some great chats. I got little legs. And we stayed probably for almost an hour, I think, right? Maybe a little bit longer even.
Time was such an enigma while I was in there. I have no idea how much time we spent in there.
But they did a wonderful job, and Sairi, again, MVP. Like,
yeah,
amazing. We parked at a parking garage that was not near the convention. We walked from the parking garage to the convention.
It was about a 10-minute walk to 15,
20 at most. And so we we were thinking, because I didn't want Mana to walk all the way to the parking lot. I didn't think it was gonna happen. So I'm looking at it like, okay, it
would have been a very slow walk.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe we can get like an Uber or a Lyft or whatever to take us over there. And Sairi goes, I'll just walk over to the parking lot. I'll go get the car. It's my car anyways. I'll go get it. And I'm there like, you sure? I don't want you to go alone. You're baby. You're small. And Sairi finally convinces me to stop being so controlling. And walks over to the parking garage on our own, 15-20 minutes away. And then comes back with the car, and the med staff take you out in the wheelchair all the way outside.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much all the way to the west end too, but
yeah,
Minna was having a hard time giving directions to where Sairi was, because Minna couldn't figure out where she was, and I was like, she's right there, right there.
I don't know directions.
Nobody was seeing her like I was. And I was like, I'm gonna walk. I can do this much. I can walk to the other side of this fucking U-turn.
But it went very well once we were finally out of there, and Sairi drove us back to our car eventually, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And even though we had to leave early, I still had an amazing time and really enjoyed myself. And I think for our first year back, with that small break in the middle, I think it was a really, really good introductory year back.
Yeah.
And that's not true, Sairi. I just was nervous. That's all. I was just a little bit nervous. You said it was your first time driving in Boston, so I was just But then you told me you've driven in Connecticut, and I was like, okay, well, then that's different. You're fine then. I trust you. And that's when I immediately stopped panicking.
But also, I had to explain, I was like, Minna's being this way because this is the help Minna needs when Minna's driving around parts like these. It's not because they think you're incapable, it's just the help that they would appreciate in the moment. Because
Yeah.
I know when I am your, like, passenger GPS, you like me to be like, you have to be in the far left lane, we're gonna make an exit here soon, and like be very specific about things like that.
Sairi is an amazing driver, though, and killed it again.
Yeah,
honestly, killed everything. Everything. The whole time knew what to do. Holy cannoli. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of long-winded, but there's the story. Anything that you need to add?
I don't think so. Except like I think today is the most solid meals that I have had since then. I ate very little to nothing for the rest of the day. I had saltine crackers and water, and that is all I consumed for the rest of Sunday. Yesterday, I had a pretty sturdy lunch. I had a good sandwich. But then again, I wanted to be extra cautious with my tummy, and I just had chicken noodle soup for dinner and some biscuits. But today I went, give it all to me, I'm hungry. And I had a spicy pasta for lunch, and you could argue spicy curry for dinner too. I had lots of spice to make up for the very high lack of taste from saltine crackers and water for like 24 hours. Just hoping that I won't regret that. I don't think so. But, you know, I certainly could have played it safer, that's for damn sure. It's nice eating again, though. I just made the ramen we got while at H Mart, and it's so good. Did you get the tonkatsu one? That one's my favorite. I think I recommended that one to you guys. I think I remember you picked up that one. Yes! Yeah! That was so good! If I didn't have like a full tummy right now, that would also sound very good right now.
I have been really warming up to that one.
Yay! Yeah, Minna and I have been trying to make smaller meals this week, and we've been allowing ourselves to eat lunches at the cafeteria this week because we didn't want any leftovers really hanging out in the fridge while we're away for Anime Boston. We're gonna be away for 4 whole days, and we didn't want stuff to like rot while we're gone. We are gonna have to do a little bit of a fridge clean out before we leave, I think, because that fruit that's in there, I think, is going overripe. We could probably prep the grapes, though, to be kept well while we're gone, but if we don't prep them, they're not going to live. They're not gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it.
But I was also thinking, because we liked that grape slushy at H Mart so much, we could even just like freeze the rest of the grapes that we like don't want to eat or are maybe like a little bit too squishy and stuff like that. We freeze them, like half thaw them, blend them up, and make our own grape slushy.
Not a bad idea.
Right?
Yeah.
And it makes use of those grapes that aren't technically bad, but are just bad texture for a mouth because they're squishy. But they're not bad. You can have squishy grapes. I just don't like to. Oh, it's so yummy. I made it with kale and corn. We usually make it with corn and peas. We like using frozen corn and peas in our ramens to just give it a little bit of more sustenance to it. I also like to occasionally, if I'm feeling like I really need some more protein, I will scramble up an egg and drop it into the soup while it's still boiling, so you get like a little bit of an egg drop soup sort of moment too. Because I don't like the tea-stained eggs. Also had 3 soft-boiled eggs. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. If you are not like a soft-boil, hard-boil egg sort of person, I highly recommend doing like egg drop eggs into your ramen. Super easy, very yummy. I can barely tell that they're in there, but Minna can. It's not Minna's thing, but you don't really like eggs in general.
What's worse now is I'm not going to talk about it much because I don't want to ruin egg drop for anybody else. However, there was something where someone compared stuff from something and I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't like this at all anymore, and I can't ever not think of it. So whenever people say egg drop, I'm like thinking about this one scene from something and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't think I want that to be shared with me.
Yep, and that's
I'm like
all
kind of curious,
at.
but not curious enough. Almost like when you're like, what are McDonald's chicken nuggets made out of? I don't care enough to actually know because I know it's gonna make me upset. I can't eat egg drop soup. It freaks me out. I don't know why. I don't blame you. It freaked me out for a while until I started having it into my ramen. Too bad I'm still having my egg soup.
So valid.
It almost sounds like Clover's challenging you to share with them because too bad I'm having my egg soup.
I don't know if Clover would know what it's about. Though.
No. I do make a soup with egg dropped in it at the end, but it does cook fully. Yeah, mine cooks fully too. Wait, are you having soup out here with raw egg in it? No, thank you. I scramble it and I put it in when it's still boiling so it fully cooks. Just no, I get it. Just nothing is gonna stop me from fresh eggs. Oh, but egg drop gives me that vibe. Huh? Oh, it like gives you the vibe of like not being fully cooked even though you know it is. Excuse me. Huh?
I have a question for you.
I probably have an answer.
It's about an Anime Boston idea. And
Okay.
since there's nobody from my department in here, I can ask you and also get Clover's opinion.
Okay.
I was thinking...
Think tank here.
Yeah. I was thinking, because I already want to pick up like one more face thing from Target tomorrow. I was thinking about also maybe grabbing some Easter eggs, some plastic Easter eggs, and some candy and putting it all around our little hideout area for our photography room.
Oh, if you just keep it in the photography room? Yeah, I'm sure that would be fine. I think that'd be really cute. Okay. Especially if you let them know, you're like, I hid eggs, happy Easter. That would be really cute. I think it would get you into trouble if you decided to hide that all around the Heinz. But if it's just in your little space that you clean up at the end of the weekend anyways, meaning you will find all of the eggs before the end of the weekend, then that should be fine.
I almost want to also get like some, like a few...
Wait! Clover just said that they have tiny resin ducks to hand out.
Oh,
your department loves the ducks.
My department loves ducks. We would love ducks.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. It felt too perfect to put into the little eggs.
No, it's perfect. But I was also thinking about maybe writing little notes for a few of them that are like, "Come find Minna." And then I have like a few bigger treats, like an actual Easter, like one of those Reese's eggs.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe you have like a little Easter prize bucket so people get to pick their favorite Easter candy.
Yeah, okay. I'm adding everything to our pickup order tomorrow.
We had a secret resin duck hider at my job for a few months. Hi, Gira. Welcome. That's so neat. We actually have a lot of rubber ducks in the bathroom right now that we got from last Anime Boston. Should we bring those? Should we pawn them off?
No, I have been asked to bring them with me.
Okay, good. I wouldn't be heartbroken if you didn't come back with all of them, by the way.
Okay, good to know.
There might be one in particular that you might need to safeguard a little bit more than the others. But yeah, I can part with some of our ducks too. We have so many. It was so much fun playing the claw machine to just get rubber ducks. I loved how I would win all of these ducks and stick them into like my sweatshirt pocket while we were at the after party, and I'd just like reach into my pockets mid-conversation with people and pull out like 4 fucking rubber ducks and go, look what I want. It was so powerful. It was a conversation starter. So
should I be asking my manager first if this is okay, or do you think it'll be fine?
I think you could. I don't think she would like ruin the surprise for the others if you wanted to like announce it at one of your meetings or something like that. But giving her the heads up, she would probably appreciate it.
Okay.
Just like the mental preparation of knowing how batshit crazy the photographers are gonna go looking for these eggs in their free time. You know some of them are gonna get real excited. I can think of one in particular.
Yeah.
I think I can part with the glittery one. It's so bright if you want to add it to the collection. I mean, just telling the highest up would be enough. Yeah. I think the one that I would want to keep is the one that kind of looks like it's painted like a strawberry, because I think that was like the most memorable duck that I had won with Clover and everyone, because the game like grabbed a duck and like brought it all the way over to drop it and just didn't release the claw, and it like sat there for a second and then it went back to its starting position and then let go of it, and I was so mad that I had Clover help me flag down someone to be like, this machine stole my rubber duck, get me my rubber duck. And I think I had even like Snapchatted it or something, and I was like, I have a video, I'm not full of shit right now. And when the guy came over, I was like, what if I like fib to you about which duck I won? Can I have that one? He was like, yeah, that's fine. So I got this one painted like a strawberry. Thank you for the follow, welcome in. We were screaming at the machine because it just it was so baffling. It wasn't like it brought it all the way over and it like bounced out like unfortunate claw game shenanigans. It just didn't. It did not want to. It was not feeling like it.
Just added in asking to make sure that nobody told her that they're allergic to peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good point. Because some people are like so allergic to peanut butter where they like can't be in the same room with it. I feel like it's fewer people when they're adults. I think it's mostly children that have those adverse reactions, which is why it's like banned in schools and stuff. But you never know. It's always good to ask.
I try to be a good egg.
You are a good egg, honey.
Yeah.
Is there anything for Anime Boston that you're particularly looking forward to? I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm gonna have so much fun with all my friends.
I'm looking forward to the Queen Bee concert.
Ah, yes.
And
That
Baby
one's gonna be a
Beard.
good one. I'm so excited for those concerts. But the Queen Bee one is like nice and late at night, so if it just feels like a good time to end your day with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I entered the lottery for the. Did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, I should have made you so we could double our chances. Because Queen Bee is only doing autographs based off of a lottery. And I only entered for the autograph signing after the concert because the one during the next day was going to be during like kind of a peak hour for me to be overlooking the shoots that I have, and I think there are kind of like some bigger crowds that I'm overseeing because I think I took on one of the stations that kind of looks over two of them at the same time. And they sound like a lot of fun to do and everything, but it's like between that, it being like a peak hour for everybody to just like be in the hallways in general, like there's no way I am also making it to this autograph signing.
Yo.
That reminds me, I should talk with my roommates too. I was nosy and I looked at your roommates a little bit. I am not familiar with any of them though, but I did go into the staff listings to go like, what departments are all of them working in? Can you believe it's Tuesday night? Oh, no. I started making my packing list, kind of.
Can you believe that tomorrow is Wednesday night?
Oh, I got shoes for, I guess this goes in hand with Kira's ask. Are you going to be cosplaying? Yes! I'm gonna be Mau Mau from, Apothecary Diaries. And I think I might wear her on multiple occasions, but I just got, like, nice shoes for her. Because when I buy shoes, I have to, like, invest in nice shoes because my feet are so flat that I just, like, wreck shoes if they're not made well. So I invested in I'm returning the ones that I got from Amazon because they reek to high hell and the heel is too tall. It's going to kill me. So returning those, and for a $10 difference, investing in these really nice ones that I'm going to be able to dress up, dress down, use with cosplay, all that stuff. So very excited for these shoes.
Oh, wait, something that I just remembered I wanted to talk about with PAX.
Yeah. Oh, with the cosplay stuff?
No, but I should talk about that.
Okay.
Talking about PAX, I've always really loved a lot of the enforcers at PAX. I typically have really, really good experiences with them. And for anybody that doesn't know, enforcers are like the staff of PAX. Because they enforce the rules, but they also enforce you taking care of yourself and enforce you to have fun. And
they're really good at those ones.
They're very good at it. Like when we were walking around, there was one group of people that all came up and they're like, "You get a prize if you chug water right now." So everyone's running to grab water and chugging water, so we all get like stickers and pins.
He had followed me and I didn't think he was going to. I thought I was going to have to chase him down the hallway because they were like parading down the hallway trying to recruit people to drink water, and I was like grabbing water, ready to go like run down the hallway and show him, and then I turn around and he's staring at me. And he's just like waiting for me to drink it and he's not saying anything. I'm like, oh! And I slam it back and then I get my prize. It was a button.
It was a button. But there are a lot of like they're all just fun, and like there's especially teams of enforcers that are like do you remember what their official title kind of is? Like their unofficial official title?
The teams? Like the hallway ones?
Yeah, the fun ones.
Oh, they do have a name, but I can't think of it right now.
Basically, think of them like the happy parade, where they go around and they kind of
Yes.
like cheer you on, and like if you're waiting in line for panels, they play games with you while you're waiting, and they enforce you to drink water, and they kind of just like are a good vibe squad that walk around, and sometimes even with like instruments, and will like play tambourines and stuff, and
Yeah.
just have a really good vibe about them.
And they will do similar things to be like, drink water right now and I'll give you a prize. And like, don't worry about losing your spot in line. Everybody next to you is going to let you get back into your spot in line. We are all friends here. And like stuff like that, where it's like, I will bully you into letting people letting back into their spots. We are letting them drink water, please.
Like, just really, really great. Where, especially when I was talking to this guy, I asked his name, Matt, Mike, I love you, buddy. But I just really, I really liked how he talked about how he enjoyed his position. And it looks like they have a good time. Where I think I might want to work as an enforcer sometime soon. Not, I don't think next year, but I think soon I'm ready to maybe try and take on the role of being an enforcer as well, and working at PAX.
I agree. I think maybe like in 2-3 years I could see myself being an enforcer. I definitely want to enjoy another big long weekend of the con as an attendee. But with what we have learned about enforcer duties, it sounds like we will still get to pretty thoroughly enjoy the con if we work it.
Yeah, they very much seem like they encourage you to take breaks and everything and go off and do your own thing.
Because like, Clover, get this. Work the same amount of hours that you do at Anime Boston by requirement, but spread it over 4 days instead. Same amount of time, more days.
It's a good time.
That's what sold it for me. I was like, more free time? I think I could handle that. It's like working a bunch of half days instead. You work really long hours at Anime Boston. It can be rough.
Yeah. But about the cosplay stuff,
Yeah.
for anyone that doesn't know, and it's easy if you don't know because it's almost like at the beginning of when I started streaming and VTubing, I kind of like tried to hide this part of my life, but then I didn't care anymore. Where I cosplayed for over a decade. And as I was streaming, I started feeling like my life of cosplay was kind of behind me, and like it was a closed book, a different era of my life. And this year at PAX, meeting first of all that Carlac cosplayer who was so super sweet, and just seeing all of the other cosplayers who, they all felt very, I guess, adult. And that's a hard way to explain it, but like, I think that was one of the things, was like, oh my gosh, these are adults cosplaying and not just, you know, like teenagers or anything like that. Does that make sense?
No,
Like,
absolutely. It is like this eye-opening moment of like, people my age are still getting like thorough enjoyment out of it and doing good things and inspiring things, and it makes me want to like keep on holding on to that childlike piece of me because other people are making it acceptable.
yeah, absolutely. So I kind of almost wanted to cry over the weekend because I was like, I don't want to be done with cosplaying. I want to keep doing it. I enjoy this. I love this. I'm not ready to give it up like I thought I was. And so I made the decision of, I'm gonna get back into cosplay, and probably not gonna happen for Anime Boston because I'm staffing it and it is a weekend away. But like the next convention that I go to, I think I'm gonna put a lot of effort into and do something that I really love, and it felt really good. And then I also had a brain expanding moment where I'm actually gonna pull up my Twitter so I can read exactly what I said off of it because I was so tired, but I think I really did a good job talking about it. Kira's recolors are so cute.
Wait, what? What Kira do?
Kira posted some recolors on Twitter.
Oh.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Do you mind if I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
I said, and again, this was at 11:07 p.m. after we just walked home. Oh, you didn't even tell them about this. From the pouring rain.
Oh yeah, we left out that part. Oops.
And we were exhausted. And I said, my brain is just like ... expanding right now. Maybe it's because it's the first weekend in a while that I feel free and like I don't need to worry about anything. I'm 24 years old. I have so much to do. There's so much out there for me. I'm not behind.
Yeah. No, that was a really nice tweet that you made.
And I don't know. I don't know why cosplaying was the thing that made me be like, "Hey, you're still young, dumbass." But I all of a sudden felt like a 17-year-old again, where the world was in front of me. So before I make myself cry talking about that too much, for anybody else that needs to hear that, you, no matter your age, still have a whole lot to go on. I don't care if you are 18, because you should be at least 18 to be here, or if you are 90, tomorrow's a different day, and a different day could have the same thing happen, something different, but something different is bound to happen every single day, and it could be as small as, you know, maybe you make your tea with 3 sugars instead of 2, or it could be as big as you find a new passion. So the world isn't done growing.
No.
It's no way. The world isn't letting you not grow anymore. Like, you haven't outgrown the world at all. So if you want to keep doing something, you can. And if you ever feel like you're behind, you're not. Because things are working out in mysterious ways. And yeah. I won't say that things are like working out the way that they're supposed to, because I feel like that makes a lot of people feel down depending on the situation. But things are working in mysterious ways, and maybe something isn't going one way, but maybe something else will go another way.
Late night inspo and motivation from Minna. Yeah.
You don't add 3 sugars to your tea? Quite honestly, at work I have to add 8 sugars to my tea.
But
they're packets.
Like, and it's also a full-size like coffee cup of tea. It's not like our little teacups from high tea.
Oh my gosh, it is like... But even at home with like full coffee cups, I don't have to add as much sugar at all. I only do like 3 or 4 spoonfuls of sugar at home.
It's just the stinky bad tea at work.
Stinky bad tea, and the sugar packets are stinky small. Like, you'd think that they're a spoonful of sugar. They're not. Yeah, it's a struggle bus. So really, like 8 packets is more like 4 spoonfuls.
Okay.
It works out. I've measured it.
I'm circling back to the cosplay stuff, where I've like kind of felt done. I don't think I'll ever technically be done, honestly. It's just I'm so picky about cosplaying now because my body is always hurting, and a lot of the cosplays that I did when I was younger made me hurt. So to put that on top of my chronic pain, no thank you. So cosplays need to be like comfy and somewhat practical, or if they're not, they have to have a pretty good purpose where they're like intention to be at certain places, like having the more formal gown. Oh, that's just for little formal gatherings that happen for like a few hours. That isn't me wearing that costume for like 8 hours like I do sometimes. And Mao Mao is going to be one of those nice comfy cosplays, and I'm so excited. I still need to retry on Q my Calliope Mori Q outfit. I think I might do that after stream, because I think she would be really, really cool to wear to the Baby Beard concert, because she has that juxtaposition of like being this almost like really cute pink-haired character but having these dark attributes, and then we've got Baby Beard, who is this big buff and gruff wrestler from Australia who got really popular in Japan and decided to become an idol as a side hustle. So it's like two sides of a coin.
If there's one thing I can also add about cosplay stuff for myself, I was thinking about it the other day. So like, after my whole PAX thing, so maybe Monday night, maybe Sunday, who knows? I was thinking about it, and I was like, one of the things that I never did for myself cosplay wise is I never paid for like a real photo shoot. Ever.
Really?
My whole cosplay time, I paid for like one cosplay shoot, like an actual photographer cosplay shoot, and I'm not discounting anybody else that I got photos from, but this was someone where it was like, I will take photos for you at Anime Boston, and I paid for a time slot. However, that person did not buy badge tickets for Anime Boston, and we had to take them out in like the lobby. And they just did not, like, there wasn't good lighting, it wasn't set up, it was just, and it was also like, figure out what you want to do sort of thing.
That's so sad. Also, thank you for the follow, but like, that's so sad that if they're not going to bother to get a ticket and work inside the convention center, to not even stake out just a little bit of somewhere else that you guys can be outside of the convention center, because there are some gorgeous off-location spots in that area. I got to do some photos with Flashcord last year that I haven't posted. Oops. But I think that's partially why I'm like so done with cosplaying to a degree, because that was like my entire life, was booking all of these photo shoots back to back to back in a weekend, or even just like on my free weekends in between conventions and at these meetups and stuff like that, because like posting my cosplays with nice professional photos on my social medias was like my entire life for a while, and I always had to be like one-upping myself, and I'm so tired of that shit.
Yeah, and that's totally understandable, but I never did that for myself.
No, we need to do something for you, like how I want to do that ball gown Daisy and you have ball gown Peach. We could do like a really fun photo shoot in like some almost like hotel lobby corridor where they have beautiful marble floors where we reflect off of them like crazy and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then there's like the Jester cosplay I want to do from Critical Role. And other Baldur's Gate cosplays that could easily be done in open terrain.
Oh my god, there's a fog tunnel that opens up during the warmer seasons somewhere outside of Boston, but that would be fun for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. So I think like I never gave myself that experience. I know part of the reason why was because like part of it was, why would I pay for like somebody to take my photos? This cosplay isn't that good, sort of thing. And I know that's silly, but like that was kind of my thing, is like, this isn't even a good cosplay, so I'm not going to pay for photos. But another part of it was like, I think I never went to conventions on my own, and a lot of friends like didn't really want to take the time of day to like take out time to go to photo shoots with me, so I just didn't feel worth it to like separate from them or have them come along with me and kind of just like be upset that I'm like taking time away for the entire time.
Right.
So I really catered to other people, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Right. No, you don't deserve that. So I think we can definitely have a lot of fun doing some fun professional photo shoots. That is definitely like still within our cards, absolutely. And even if like things get to be like too expensive to hire someone to take the photos of you, I would be more than happy to get behind the camera. You've got a nice mirrorless SLR camera, and I could take some fun photos of you. I know that's not like professional, because I'm not a professional photographer, but I have some practice. I'm not just like your dad with a camera and it's like, Dad, all of these are blurry and this one has your thumb in it. What are these?
Yeah, no, it's I would appreciate anything, but actually like I do really want to reach out to Flashcord.
Yeah. And because we're like not that far from Flashcord, we can always meet up part way or go all the way to him, because those part way and all the way to him cities are just fun to be in generally, and we hang out in both of them fairly often. Not as often lately because we've been so busy, but we used to quite a bit. So it's not hard for us to make that time outside of conventions.
Yeah.
But we have PortCon coming up, and that'll be exciting for you to plan for.
Yeah, I'm quiet right now because I just found photos from PortCon 2015.
Oh my god, 2015. That's almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it's all the photos that I took at the Homestuck photo shoot.
Oh my lord. I can't believe you were into Homestuck in 2015. That's what baffles me. Because I think I got over Homestuck in like 2012, 2013. So after that point, I thought Homestuck was just like dead for a while. And it definitely had a resurgence, but I didn't think it was 2015. I don't know. That just blows my mind that it was like still fucking kicking, you know? When I was done with it and it kicked for years to go. Makes me feel old in a different way, in a way that's kind of uncomfortable. Not the like, oh, I'm having a birthday, I'm old, and that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable reflecting on your fandom times and how long ago that was, or how not long ago that was.
After stream, I've just found the photos that I was talking about with the lobby, so I'll show that to you later.
Oh. Is it gonna make me feel bad for you?
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh. I used to do like 3 professional photo shoots at least a convention weekend. And then usually one of them was in like a big group of 8, 9 so people. My first one that I think I scheduled with a big group was pretty early. It must have been like 2014, 15 or something like that. Maybe even 16. But I was Miku. I had a friend do Luca, and she borrowed my Luca, I think. No, I think she had her own. I think somebody borrowed something from me, but we had a Gumi, a Rin, Len, Mako, Kaito. So we pretty much had like all of the OG Vocaloids. It was a good shoot. That was like my first taste of group shoots, and those photos got so many likes. I was like, I gotta do group shit more often. And it consumed me. So many fights and lost friendships.
But like, not including the fights, that's the stuff I always wanted to do, because I watched all of those like bigger cosplayers like Cowbutt Crunchies and Mango Siren, Cyrene, and the Alchemic Fox, and I'm trying to think of everybody else off the top of my head, but those are like the top 3 that I can think of where I was like, oh, these are the people I want to be just like, and I want to schedule all these photo shoots, and I want to do all these big cosplays, and I want to sew all this, and then I realized I hated sewing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
War flashbacks to me and my friends' cosplay script videos. Oh my god, I used to do those all the time. I think that was the end of my Hetalia phase. Hetalia was still kicking in 2015.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that was also one that died around my circles around 2012. Except for the people who were like it was their hyperfixation and they were still kicking at 2015, but the rest of us had moved on and we're like, oh, that's just them. The two that still do Hetalia. Oh no, my cosplay script videos were Vocaloid too. I even would do script videos with myself, and I would edit myself to look like I'm in the same room with myself, going back and forth at things. I used to do the most. I loved that stuff. And then I got really burnt out on video editing because of my senior project in high school. I was in charge of the senior video that encapsulated all of what went on during our senior year and giving like everybody their own little spotlight, from the sports kids to the theater kids to everybody at homecoming and stuff like that. And oh, it was not an easy project. It was a lot of work, and after that I really haven't video edited like I used to. I have a little bit for VTubing stuff, but editing this already like intended digital content is different than like going out for a football game at a very specific time and making sure that we get footage of this senior football game and then go home and download all of that and start editing.
I'm grabbing my camera.
You're grabbing your camera for what?
To like check on it and see what needs to be charged up.
That's a good idea. Though you're not going to be using your personal camera over the weekend, are you?
Yeah, we're allowed to as long as we're not working.
I just didn't realize that you wanted to, I guess.
I'm not sure. I might just want it with me because everyone else always brings their cameras and does show and tell with them.
Right. Okay. All Vocaloid besides one that featured Elfin lied, but that was horrible. Ooh. We were too young for that. For making Elfin lead fan videos. God, the wild shit that we did. I should probably start wrapping up and calling things a night, though. I gotta pee.
We can maybe watch like one more episode of Husband.
Yeah! Aren't we really close to the end? We might be able to watch the last of them.
We might be able to.
But that means I gotta end stream and I gotta stop yapping. Clover!
No more yapping. What Clover say?
Clover threw at me. Oh, because they said go piss, girl.
Go piss!
In a minute. I'ma be okay.
Okay, well then I'm gonna take my leave.
Okay. Thank
Hey,
you for helping
everybody.
tell all sorts of stories with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting me be here. I like you all. I miss streaming. I don't have a date coming back yet, so don't ask. But I love you all.
I think we'll actually be able to focus on like getting you back up after Anime Boston is over. I think just all of this like hype and anticipation for these 2 back-to-back cons has been a lot on us. So now that it's about to be behind us, I think we'll be able to hunker down and get you happy with your stream setup again.
Yeah. And don't tell anybody that super big secret to Surge that we said not to tell Surge.
I doubt many people even remember.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, I love hanging out with you guys so much. Yep, time is such good time. But I will not be here on Thursday. Stream will not be happening on Thursday. So if you have a stream streak that you are looking to defend, worry not. You will be okay. I am not here Thursday. So take a break. Take some extra time for yourself and take care. Maybe make a croissant or like order a croissant from even just little old Dunkin' Donuts. Have a croissant in my honor while I am gone. Croissant. Yeah, like that. But I will be back on Tuesday to yap even more, to talk about what happened at Anime Boston, because I'm sure Minna and I will have some stories being on staff, some of which we can share, others we won't be able to share, but there will be ones we can share, that's for damn sure. And it'll be a whole 4 days of shenanigans instead of the 2 days at PAX, so it's gonna be talk your ear off time. And I know that's usually my night to do the monthly tarot readings. It is not canceled for the month. It is just going to be on Thursday that week instead, because I want to make sure that my brain is as fresh as possible, remembering all of the Anime Boston shenanigans, so I can give them to you as like pure as possible, where I don't forget the details, because Minna and I will actually still be in Boston on Monday, so we'll have like some wrap-up shenanigans on Monday, so it will be like really fresh, because I at least had 1 day to reflect on things before telling you guys things today. I did go to work yesterday. I didn't have a recovery day from PAX like I usually do. Oh. Faye trying to find someone to raid. I was thinking about raiding you. Where's the scream emote? There it is. Now that I don't have Faye, who do I raid? Super slime. Oh, Kilakuma was fun to raid that other time a long while ago. Oh, she's playing Stardew Valley? I think those are my wind down vibes for tonight, you guys. I think we're gonna go over there. Oh, wanna both tack Mirden. Aww. Oh, Mirden's playing Teamfight Tactics. I think I'm gonna stick with my original gut. Okay. There we go. I don't know if pays listening to me or not. What was I saying? I think I said everything. I'm not here Thursday. We're going to Yap on Tuesday. Still going to do our monthly tarot. It's just on Thursday next week. And then we'll be back to regular shenanigans again. I want to play so many of those demos. You know what? I was thinking about what to do for my birthday, and just off the cuff thinking here, for my birthday on the 6th, I'm not going to be able to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna hang out with my parents, because my parents are really cool. But the weekend after, I was thinking about spending it with you guys so we could celebrate my birthday. I don't have anything crazy prepared like I did last year where I debuted this beauty of a model. I do have one mini model I think I want to show off. Maybe two. I don't know if I've showed this other one off, but they're very, very small models, very simple ones. So I will share some new models, but what if we do like a demo marathon? I was thinking about just doing like a 6-hour stream, but we could see like where the wind blows, and I can go with the intention of 6 hours, and if I feel like going for more, I go for more, and we can do a demo, what did I just call it? A demo, demo marathon, where we play a bunch of the indies, because I don't have like room for them on my on my schedule really. I do have most of the month of April already scheduled out. If you guys happen to check out the schedule feature here on Twitch, I don't post them like super far ahead of time on social medias because things can change a little bit, and it's so much easier to just edit the schedule that is digitally here on Twitch, but it also presents it to you in your local time, which makes it super easy peasy. But I have plans for Stardew Valley and Snacko. But then otherwise, we have so many demos that we could play on that day, and maybe even some of the other indies that I didn't see at PAX, but I've been anticipating just in general. We could play so many demos and just like vibe to the fucking max. So that sounds like a really good time. I think that might be my birthday bash. I'll probably post more about that super duper soon though. Hopefully I'll like make graphics and stuff like that, but I have been so occupied with these back-to-back conventions that I have not been posting on social media very well. I posted my schedule to Twitter and that's it. Usually I also put it on Threads, on Blue Sky, on Instagram, and I've just come to accept now that Tuesday is come and gone and the stream is over. I'm not posting it because I'm not streaming on Thursday. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I need to schedule the uploads for this week. I've had a rough time trying to timestamp these ones because I thought that the uploads were ready to go, so I just had a timestamp, but turns out I had to export them and they took forever, and hopefully I have the proper one uploaded tomorrow on time so I don't fall behind. I don't want to have a backlog of VODs again. It was so hard to catch up. I want to stay on top of them. But thank you guys for being so understanding and everything, and I can't wait to hang out with so many of you at Anime Boston. If you need to get a hold of me and you are not part of the crew that has my phone number, feel free to DM me on Discord. I will try to keep a pretty close eye on it. But I think I fried my... yeah. I think I fried my Fitbit. I have not been wearing it lately. I left it on the charger too long, and then I think I let it die again, and that's not good for batteries, and I've had it for like 2 years now anyways, and it's a little piece of technology where the battery was not going to hold up long term anyways, but that was like my ability to like check on people and things without having my phone in hand for the most part, and I do not have that. So sorry if I don't get back to you super fast, but I am going to try my damnedest. I want to be able to see you guys, so if you're around, don't be afraid to like get in my DMs. If I don't get back to you right away, like give me a little bit of time, but like maybe things got crazy, maybe you got buried in my DMs, something, don't be afraid to nudge me again. I'm totally fine with that, to be like, hey, I'm like over here now, I have free time for like the next 2 hours, or I'm going to have free time tomorrow. Like, don't be afraid to update me and try to flag me down. I will try to hang out with you really, really bad. But this is me and my pathetic attempt of saying goodbye, because I don't like saying bye. I missed stream. It feels like it's been forever since I streamed last, and now it's gonna be even longer because I have a 4-day con and a canceled stream because of it. I will see you guys all super soon. We'll get there. We'll get to next Tuesday in no time, I'm sure. So here we're heading off to Kilakuma. They have really great vibes over there. We've raided in once before. And they've got, you know, captions on and everything, super accessible. And let's have a good time over there. There are my social medias and my Discord if you would like to keep in touch with me in other places of the internet corners. And then we've got some lovely rating messages, one that has been built with your phone emojis so anybody can use it and have a cute message. And then we've got the ones with the emotes that you get from being a subscriber that I have drawn myself, if you would like to participate with those because you have a subscription. I appreciate you guys all so much. Take care of yourselves while I'm gone. Give your kitties and other pets all of the love from me. I'm gonna miss you guys. Take care of yourselves. And if you're at the con, hydrate. I'll see you. Hydrate though. I love you all. Good night.